the Challenge Cup, ask the players. It is the most memorable week of their lives. It's the one game in the year where rugby league becomes truly international, where rugby league becomes truly worldwide, where the media are attracted, where the public and the viewing figures are attracted. It is a special occasion, and there's no doubt about it that whoever kicked it off in the 1890s, they were onto a good thing. The whole Wigan final was a great one. It was a great one. Great football. Great players like Peter Sterling and Brett Kenny. Wonderful player. Great football. And that was memorable from the actual playing side. That was memorable from the actual quality of the game that I ever commentated on. There's no question about that. The most memorable one, the one that I really thought that was something special, was when the Catalan Dragons were at Wembley, and they played St Helens. Yeah. Because here for 100 years we had all English teams. Yeah. And for the first time ever, and I'm a great expansionist, anybody knows whatever I write, I firmly believe that unless this game is expanding, we are going nowhere. And for me to commentate on the Catalan Dragons against St Helens at Wembley was quite memorable, because it went through to France. We had a European content for the first time. It was a very good crowd, came from down in the Catalan area, and that to me really put us on the map as an international sport. The one final that does stand out completely though is that Sheffield Eagles versus Wigan one, which, let me confess, I got conned by Andy Farrell, who I went to a press conference with Wigan beforehand, and Andy was walking around with a camera. And I said, "What are you doing with the camera?" And I said, "What are you doing? You don't have to work on a camera, do you?" "Oh, no," he said, "we were just doing a bit of a film thing." I said, "Will you say something?" I said, "Aye." So he said, "How do you think Wigan will go?" I said, "Go." I said, "You'll walk it." I said, "You'll walk it, Andy, you'll walk it." But it wasn't just for Andy, that was for Wigan, and that went on the BBC at the beginning of the grandstand. But that was my honest opinion. But also, as much as I respected Sheffield, and then actually, we'd been across with BBC to one of the Sheffield matches doing some interviewing for the old grandstand. And I remember John Keir there saying, "We'll win this." And I thought, "No, John. I said, "Are you sure, John?" "Oh, yeah, we'll win it. We will win this tournament." I thought, "Well, John, you're okay, blah, blah, blah." And I didn't really believe it, because when you assessed the teams and the players. And I must confess, all the way through the match, as much as I was praising Sheffield, and as much as I was, almost supporting Sheffield, I thought Wigan would score twice in the last 2 minutes. Yeah. I thought Robinson would go, so somebody will go through. And then with about 2 minutes remaining, I thought, this isn't going to happen. This is unbelievable. This is not going to happen. Woof, off it went, and magnificent. And that is the beauty of cup rugby. It's not like Super League. You don't get another chance. It's cup rugby. It's 80 minutes, and that's win, lose, or draw. Two tries in particular stand out to me. One was Tom van Vollenhoven's try in 1961, which a young lad, Ken Large, doesn't get the credit that he should do. Kenny Large was the centre to Tommy. I went to school with Kenny. I played rugby with Kenny at school, and Kenny could sprint. Kenny wasn't more than a yard or two behind Tommy. Great try. Kenny did the running. Kenny did a lot of the running. Drew Ashton across, but Tommy was there to finish off and go in the fifth gear. 90-yard try. That was a magnificent one. Kenny Large and Tom van Vollenhoven. Martin Afires was as well. A great try to commentate on. Great try, because he did so many things. He veered, he got the ball in his own 20-metre area, he veered in and out, then he went round. And the way he beat, I knew as soon as he got the ball, he'd beat Alan Tate. There was no way Alan could stop him, and Alan virtually fell down on his backside. He went one side, he went outside, and then he just left him for dead on the outside. No fullback could have tackled him that day. I thought that was a great try.
Gary Connolly and Martin Afire trying to make some space. Now then, Martin Afire, he's got Alan Tate to beat on the outside. I'm sure he's going to go the full length. That is one sensational try. That must rank amongst the finest ever seen on this ground.